Hey, welcome back for today's build. We are heading off into space. Yeah, well, we're not. I'm not. Anyway. Olivia, Adeline, Julian are. This is the Lego Friends set. This is the Mars Space, and Rocket. And this is an amazing follow-on from Olivia's story. Because if you remember when we last saw her as a teenager or as a young adult, she was heading out to space camps. So this is what has happened to her in the future. So this set, anyway, is a continuation. It's very exciting. So we got 981 pieces in here, $150 here in Australia, $80 in the US. And if you're in Australia, I've just seen it recently at Big W on special. So get this one into your collection, especially if you've just got to have all of the OG girls in their new adult form. This is Olivia's set, guys. It's so exciting. Right, so she has got a spacesuit. Obviously, she's got this. It's in the new reddish orange color. Now I worry that she's gonna like blend in with the reddish like Martian landscape, and then they'll never be able to find her. Oh no. No, it'll be fine. Okay, so she's got her spacesuit. She's got the same head, her grown up adult head that we saw in Andrea's Modern Mansion. And she's got her hair tied up in like, it's tidy. It is tidy. It's out of the way. It's still long, which I think is something which would be a bit of a pain to look after in space, to be honest. But she keeps it all tied up. And we have got a brand new space helmet, which has been designed for mini dolls. So it just fits mini dolls, which is so cool because minifigs have dozens of space helmet designs. It's nice to have one specifically designed for the mini dolls. Okay, right, and so we've got space here to put a very neat little backpack kind of thing on in the accent purple color, and also a purple visor so we can see her face through here. I'm just thinking of all those visors that are like reflective and then you can't see who's in them. It's really a little bit creepy. So this is good. I'm glad that we can see her through the visor. There's a little holdery, like a bit on the top where you can hook something on. So it'll be interesting to see what we can attach to her. Do you call it a backpack when it's part of a spacesuit? I don't know about that. All right, so she's not on her own. She's accompanied up here. She's on this space mission, this Mars mission with two other people. And one of them is one of our old friends from the OG secondary Lego Friends line. Julian, all grown up, and he went to the Space Academy with Olivia as well. So it looks like they've followed the same path, which is really cool. Love it. Glad that his hair's now just combed back off his forehead because that little curl that he used to have used to drive me nuts. And a third character who's a brand new character. She gets a purple spacesuit, which is really nice. It makes me think she's probably, I don't know, she might be in charge. She might like have a different rank. Maybe she's a doctor. And her head is a brand new print, but it's also a brand new color, which is called umber, I think. So we're getting so many variations of skin tone in the mini dolls this year. It's mind-blowing. It's making it very hard to mix and match them, but it's really great to have all of this versatility. And we've also got a new version of our Chonka cat. We've got Space Cat Jones. There is a space joke in there. He doesn't, I always thought he had a little butt there, but it was just a cat hair. He comes with his own cat hair from my cats. Yay, look, a cat in a spacesuit. I mean, you have to have this set if for that reason, if for no other reason. So awesome. Okay, let's put together. So this is our Mars space base, and it's a rocket. So we're putting the rocket together first, and the whole set is actually designed to be modular. So you can move it around, you can put all the little bits where you want to put them, basically, but you can also integrate it with other space sets, because there's a whole heap of space sets throughout all of the Lego themes this year. It's been a whole thing, which is very exciting. So you can use these with some of the other city space sets. We've got an enormously big, long sleeping bag here, which is really great, on what looks like it's going to be a turny table kind of thing. So because space is going to be at a premium in here, and that's totally a pun that I intended, I'm going to use over and over again. Tardigrade! Like tardigrades. Oh my gosh. Okay, so space is a premium. So this is also a table. So a little examining a sciencey kind of table. Got the magnifying glass. Tardigrades are like microscopic, so they're busy examining, and tardigrades can exist under the most extreme of environments, so it's not surprising that there are tardigrades on Mars. I know very little about the Mars environment, so I feel as though there's going to be some little clues and Easter eggs in this set that are going to be wasted on me. So if I miss a whole heap of stuff, feel free to tell me in the comments, like interesting things that have been put in this set that I didn't notice. There are some stickers that I don't understand. So yeah, but I do get the tardigrades. Tardigrades are cool, little space bears, but microscopic. Okay, so we've got our little turny thing, which has got our sleeping section, and it actually comes unattached. It doesn't turn very evenly. I wonder if I've done something wrong there. I'll fiddle with it when I'm finished with this little module. So we've got these reddish orange entryways to each bit, like the space locky kind of bits. This is lovely purple side. Actually, that's the top. Oh, cool. Or I suppose this is the top. I don't know. It depends how we situate it. It's the top when we have it lying down like that. So we can pop Olivia in here to do some bit of sciencing, bit of experimenting on the tardigrades. Should you experiment on the tardigrades? Maybe not. Just leave the tardigrades alone. They're adorable. Now, because this is an Olivia set, we've also, like, she always used to make Zobos, like different versions of Zobo. So this looks like her drone version of Zobo, and it actually attaches. So cool. It attaches to their space helmet, which is just exciting. I just realized there are actually no core, like any of the new 8 Lego friends in this set. There's just one of the OG girls and an old OG character, Julian, and a brand new character. And that's like kind of unheard of to not have the current lineup or any of the lineup in there. Probably because we're in space on Mars, and it would be entirely unrealistic to have one of the current teenagers up here in space. On Mars for no particular reason, just visiting. You know, we've just dropped in to see Olivia. Anyway, we've built the space shuttle. What do you call this bit? The drivey bit. They have words. They have words that I don't know what it is. But the cockpit. Let's go with that. The cockpit. It works. It works for planes. I think it works for space shuttles as well. Oh my goodness. All right. I can't even pretend that I know anything about space stuff. I love building Lego. I love the fact that we have Olivia in here. Do feel free to correct me when I get all the things wrong, because I will. And there's also a camera off the side to just get some visuals as they're busy blasting off or as they're floating through space. Very cool. And that's detachable. All right, bag number 3. We are working on our rocket. This is a thing that... Oh, it's a thing. I'm so helpful. It's another little robot. So I think from my limited understanding of paying any attention to anything that goes on in the world, that they did send a Mars rover out. That sounds familiar. So is this their version of the Mars rover? It's got a battery cylinder there. Looks like it's detachable so you can recharge it. Got the little all-terrain wheels. Nice! So maybe Olivia also built this. I mean, Olivia doesn't have to do everything, but she was kind of keen on building all the robot things, so we could give her those jobs. Okay, so this is going to be the base of the rocket. So we're going to need to it has to be substantially round, obviously, so we have to make that rounded shape by doing a whole heap of symmetrically things. So these bits go all the way around in these little spaces. It's like building one of the Lego vases as well, or the pots for all the pot plants. These techniques, they all come in handy. They all keep showing up. It's really cool. So this is the base. These bits here we need, look at that, it's the old space logo. Oh, so many little Easter eggs. I recognize that one, which is good. Even though I'm not a big space girl, I recognize the space logo. Okay, and we got one little flat one here, which might be where we're going to have a ladder for an entry point, maybe. I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's keep building. So that goes on there so that we can attach their little attachy elements for the middle modular pod of the rocket. And then these can all tuck in when it's up in motion. Oh, and you can actually, okay, so it wasn't for a ladder down there, it was so that it could sit flat. Now, in here you can actually store everything. So we should be able to, no, hold on, I got stuff wrong. So I need to get the Zobo Mark II out. Zobo, get out. Zobo drone. So we need to roll that down so that we've got, so that all the science stuff is down, the bed's up, and then we can stash everything away. So this could be like a little rover, like a little experimental, little hop kind of space rocket, not like a big long... I don't know what I'm saying. Big long journeys. It's just to go out and gather some info from places far away from the base. Okay, we're up to bag number 4. Now this is the bag that Aveline comes in, so we better give her a helmet. The only person we gave helmets to was Olivia, so everyone else has been, and Space Cat Jones. So everyone else has been holding their breath all that time that we built the first few bags. Julian's still at the back holding his breath really well, but he loves it. He's fine. It's good practice. What for? I don't know. Okay, we are building the space base. So we're getting a little bit of a rise up. So we're building on the Martian terrain. Oh my goodness, this is a little heart-shaped base. I love that. That was such a little sneaky. I'm assuming that was intentional. to have a little heart base. Oh my goodness. All right. So this sticker is just packed full of detail. So Nova is busy stargazing when she actually is in contact with Olivia. There's a little picture of Zobo. Julian seems to have a partner and a baby. I don't think that's Olivia as his partner, but I'm not sure. So there's so much detail in those pictures over there. That's so cool. So that's, I suppose, how this set ties in with the current crop of Lego Friends characters, is that they're directly in contact with Nova at the moment. Yeah, okay, because she's actively involved in this set, I suppose. Kind of. Does that work? I mean, it would be silly to have them up here on Mars. It'd be funny, but silly. All right, so this is a little bed, which also has a middle bit that pops up to be a table. I love it. I love the space-saving elements. So this is like maybe eating quarters or living quarters. It's probably, and sleeping quarters. I think everything kind of has to double as more than just one function. So we've got a cup, we've got a cookie, because cookies are delicious even when you're in space. So they're space cookies. Yum, yum, yum. And let's see if we can actually we can get Aveline in here. She can be grabbing herself a cup of coffee because we've just built a coffee maker. Oh my goodness, what else are we going to fit in here? A little plant here and another coffee. So it's the coffee break room. Let's get everybody in here. Let's see if we can actually fit our 3 characters. Oh my goodness, we actually can. It's cozy, but that doesn't look, I mean, it's cozy if you're in space. So that looks really good. Okay, this is the see-through, quarter thing that was in the snow domes, the Northern Lights, the Northern Night Lights igloo that we had at the end of last year. So, all right, so that makes a really, really cool compartment. How does this fit? I don't know. Okay, obviously I'm not supposed to start moduling this yet. Oh, just patience. Okay, all right. Bag number 5 is the bag that Space Cat Jones comes in, which means we're obviously going to be building Space Cat Jones. Let's stop saying that whole sentence. Space Cat Jones's little habitat, or wherever he hangs out. So let's see. So we've got a whole heap of white and grey, which is pretty normal. I love that this is a Friends set, like a Space Friends set, because it's all the normal white and grey that you get in generic space stuff. It's mixed up with a heap of other little splashes of colour, and that just makes me happy. Oh, we've got like a little moving thing here. Okay, all right. So and there's also a little alarm light thing or a notification light. We've got a cog thing. Oh, okay, this is an airlock. So you can pop them on there. We'll try it out later, but you can pop them on here and bring them from the outside through the airlock, get them decontaminated. I don't know what happens here in Mars. All of my space knowledge comes secondhand from like Doctor Who and science fiction novels. So yeah, it's made up. There we go. All right. Okay. So we have got a little airlocky thing down the bottom. I mean, I understand the idea, or deep pressurization units. I don't know. They're all just words now. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, okay. All right. So up here now I can understand what's happening. This is a little spot up here for the cat. So his little podium up the top. He's got a control panel-y thing with a fish. It's like a fish game, I think. He's got his feeding bowl, and he's got a little dome over the top of him. Oh, so he's like the cat lookout. He's a guard cat from the Martians. The Martians seem to be friendly, or are they? I just don't know. All right, so we've got our external door for the airlock. We've got this much so far. I just love that. I love that little moving component. So cool. All right, we're up to the next bag, which is the one that Julian came in, so now he can breathe again. And so can I too. All right, I'll slow down just a little bit. I will not. All right, so we're doing the other quarter dome module. This one's also on little heart-shaped base. Just if you missed that the first time round when we built the other side. So the other side was a little resting, eating quarters section. What's this one going to be? Because we've got one bed in the coffee room. Oh, we got one bed in the rocket, which is also detachable. And in this one, we've got some carrots. So this is the kitchen. So they're cutting open looks like a capsicum, and a first aid kit down here. So this is the kitchenette. Got some greens on the side. They would have to grow all of these, obviously. Got a saucepan, got a pumpkin, and these, these are not interesting vegetables. These are just the sheep meekery things around the side. I mean, they are interesting because they make fantastic shape. And I think these are capsicum growing up the wall because they're growing on vines, and there seems to be a picture of a capsicum on the chopping board. Otherwise, they could be tomatoes or any other random red things. They could be red Martian fruit of some sort that grows well here. And let's pop Julian in here. He can be in charge of the saucepan. He can be doing some cooking. There we go. It looks so good already. I love the shape. Okay, bag number 7. We meet our first Martian. Is he friendly with that face? Yes, he is. Though they can change suddenly. Like, we just don't know. I've watched, like I said, I watched plenty of science fiction. I know that Martians can come not being nice. But this one might be. And it might be like this might be its egg. It could be a meteorite. It could be its spaceship. That it might not even be native to Mars. Who knows? But Olivia's here taking pictures because she knows not to mess with the wildlife, because that's a terrible plan. Space Cat Jones on the other hand does not care and jumps directly on top of it. Right, okay, so this could end all very badly for everybody. Who would know? I suppose Nova would know because Nova's in contact with them at the moment on her stargazing trip, which I am going to build really, really soon so that we can integrate it with this set because they definitely tie in together. Love it. All right, we have got another module here, a little transitional sectiony kind of thing. We can move around. Outside of the building's terribly boring, but the inside, I mean, it's not boring, it's just functional. There's not any detailing, but the inside has got a toilet because, I mean, toilets are important. So they've got a little cylinder, like a round toilety thing, like cubicle. Can it be a cubicle if it's a cylinder? I don't know. Let's get Aveline in here. She fits. She fits so perfectly, but it's open to the world. I suppose there is no privacy in space. But there is, because you turn it so that it faces the wall. Genius. I love it. It's so good. Oh my goodness. I mean, the Lego Friends sets have toilets as part of their MO. But I love that this also has a toilet. So we've got, it's such an ingenious one too. So you've got a solar panel on the top, which so you can turn, so it powers the toilet to turn, and obviously I assume to do all of the other toilety functions as well. Got our airlocky bit for the outside of that, and those are takeable, offable, and changeable aroundable. So this code in the instructions at this current time sits here. Look at that, looks amazing from the front. There's still more to go though. We're up to bag number 8. So what else have we got to do? We've got some more detailing to go around the back. So this is their tool. Yeah, the tool station. So this can plug into any of those little Technique areas, and you can also park all of their space helmets there as well. And this is another, is it going to be another little quarter module? No, it's not the right shape. Oh, they've got an open grill thing. So this is just like a little utility platform, and this sits open at the back. Oh, wow. Okay. There are all these pictures happening here of what's going on, or pictures that have been taken. What's happening in the background there? Like, there's like a red earth-shaped man in the background as well as the Martians. I don't know what's happening here, but I feel as though things are all about to get pretty feisty on Mars. Anyway, so this is where they retrieve all their pictures off the cameras, because there's a little spot here for another camera. So good. And they can look at the imagery. There's a nice chair. Very nice little chair design. That's so cute. Okay, all right, so yeah, we've got an open back to the whole space station, which kind of defeats the purpose of it being airtight and having an airlock, but obviously this is designed for play, and I prefer it this way. I really love, and we need to stop calling it a doll's house back. It's really just a cutaway, and from the front it still looks all sealed, but you turn it around, you can actually access the inside, and I really like that. I really, really like that. I actually don't like builds that are entirely closed in at the back, unless you can completely open them and access everything inside. Otherwise I feel like it's a waste. If you build everything and then it's just hidden away inside, that's boring and unfun. Unfun, which is also a word. Okay, so we've got a massive satellite off the edge. We can poke this in here, and this is so good. All right, so let's try out the airlock. So Olivia's coming back in from a day out on Mars with Jones, and then see, so you come around. When you turn, that actually pushes the doors open, and you need to manually shut those doors again. Make sure you do that before the airlock opens, and then she can put her hair back on, and then she can head over and yes, to have a look at some of the footage that she's downloaded. Oh, we'll pop our cat up in the top, and that's, yeah, got a bed here. There's only 2 beds really all up, aren't there? They'll have to sleep in shifts, or maybe one of them just sleeps, I don't know, on the toilet. Looks comfy. Outside with the Martians. Or they could curl up in the top with the cat. There we go. That is nowhere near enough space, but it's a nice idea. Okay, all right, so I'm having a go at reconfiguring this in the different ways that it says in the instruction books. Everything just comes off, so you can move all of these modules around, and obviously, like I said before, you can actually add more to it from some of the city sets, and this is the middle part from the rocket, so that can go on here. It's a little extended living area while they're here on the land. The toilet is entirely open to the world with the way I've the way that I have it situated. I like this mini rocket. That's really cute. Let's try something else. So we could pop these like this, and then the toilet over here next to that. Then that could go here, and I suppose the satellite-y thing can go kind of anywhere. Then that one can go on the other side, and then this can go off the front maybe. That's kind of cool. That looks really cool. Actually, I really do like that. Pop our tool section up the back. Though I think the tools probably and the helmets should be nice and close by. But that's all right. Okay. All right. So I've decided on this one as my final configuration for now. Obviously, I can change this up however I like. But I like the coziness of it and having those two little glass dome modules side by side. Having the airlock on the other side. Little extended living area here with the research center and with the extra little bed. Well, the extra bed. There's only 2 beds. We don't have enough. Oh, this was so much fun. It's such a nice departure from the normal city living sets that we get in LEGO Friends, which I love. I really do love, but it's nice to get something just so out of this world, so completely, utterly different, and also it brings back our old friends, our OG friends, and we get to know what they're doing, and the fact they're still existing in this new revamped universe. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. I mean, Olivia's on Mars. What? All right. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe, click the little notification bell, and check back in because more videos are coming up really soon. So I'll see you then. Bye.